Now that you understand the strategy, I'm going to share PineScript code for this strategy, using which you can backtest this strategy on the stocks and see how the strategy performs. Strategy code also generates signals, which we are going to see. So you don't really have to manually keep track of all the stocks that you are tracking for this particular strategy. You can download the PineScript strategy code from the project section. Open the code in any text editor of your choice, copy the code, and click on this Pine icon on the right side. If you are seeing my screen, this pine cone, click on this pine, click on whatever is being shown here, this uh, down arrow sign, click here and click on create new strategy, and whatever is shown, just remove it, paste the strategy code that you have copied, then click on save, click save, and then add to chart. So now the strategy is added to the chart, and you can see something amazing. All the trades that we took, they are being highlighted by this strategy, where we took long, where we exited, and every single trade. Here we entered, here was the exit. So this strategy will show you in real time when a signal comes, and where to enter, where to exit. You can also add alerts on this strategy. You can just select alert function calls only, same as chart, the time frame, which is hourly, and just click create. And whenever there is a signal in this particular chart, whichever you have open, it will create an alert for you, a toast, a sound. You can select what you want, app notification, email. Let me clean up the chart first to show you backtest data of this strategy. So this particular stock, Shipping Corporation of India, this was selected based on the stock selection criteria that we had. I'm going to cover that also shortly. As you can see, this strategy gave us 462.34% returns over a period of 12 years. So this is from January 1st, 2014. And these returns are slightly less than what you would have got if you bought and hold the stock at the start of 2014, but still comparable. Profit factor of 1.3, profitable trades 35% roughly. And here you can see all the stats about the buy and hold return, the strategy outperformance, Sharpe ratios, Sortino, and how many trades were there, total trades, long trades, short trades. If you have short trades, right now we have disabled the short trades. So in the strategy settings, you can see we have an option to allow short trades as well. So if you want to allow, it will also show you the short trades in the chart, but I have not enabled it. So you can see all these stats, average PNL, average loss, all the other stats. You can make it realistic by adding some commission, slippage, all these settings you can modify and to get some more realistic data. But at a high level, this will tell you whether there is an edge in this strategy or not, whether it performs with a positive expectancy or not, right? So this is 462% in 12 years is roughly around 35% a year. I'm sure this number will come down when you configure it with commission, slippages, etc. But the point is, it should still show you green. And if you're not liking these numbers, then you can always look for other stocks. So how do we find stocks to trade with this strategy? You can use any screener, free screener like ChartLink, Screener.in, Trendline, Ticker Tape, or anything else that is available or that you prefer to use. I use Ticker Tape because it gives me exactly what I need for this particular trading strategy. So here you can see this is Ticker Tape, and this works for Indian stocks, and there is trendline.com which works for both Indian and US market. So if you are from US market, you can use Trendline or any other screener which gives you the capability to add these kind of filters. So here I have all the filters that I mentioned earlier in this course. Market cap 500 to 15,000 crore, and a 30-day average turnover 50 crore and higher, and beta 1.2 and higher, right? So 1.2 to the, this is the maximum available, 4.72. Same for all these numbers, 50 crore to higher, whatever the maximum available. Market cap has an upper cap 15,000 crore, because beyond this we have larger companies, the large caps, which may not really perform the way we want them to as per this strategy. So this gives me 32 stocks, and let's check some of these stocks one by one. CEAT Limited. So here you can see the backtest data for this particular stock. It is 518% in the same 12-year period roughly. And you can go and look at the detailed stats below once you import this strategy. IFCI. So this one gives you 921% returns over a period of 12 years. Then we have Inox Wind. So this one gives you 2200% returns from April 9 2015, right? And if you see this one, if you bought and held it, this particular stock, you would be in loss, right? So buy and hold returns for this you can see is minus 27.24, but using this strategy it gave 2200% returns, right? With a profit factor of almost 2. So these are the kind of stocks you need to be, more confident about, or you should be looking for these kind of stocks. You should not use all the stocks that your shortlist gives. You can just pick and see which of them perform better than the others, and then take your bets on those stocks. So this is one of those stocks, right? Then we have TD Power Systems. So this one gave 154% returns, which is not very impressive. So this is the kind of stock you may want to ignore. LT Foods. This one gave around 680, 700% returns. Let's also take a look at some large caps and see how this strategy works. On Reliance, it worked decently well, almost same as buy and hold return, almost 668%. Let's also take a look at some other large caps. So here you can see on HDFC Bank, it was not really that good, like just 65.88% returns, and when you apply commissions, this also might turn negative, right? So that's the reason large caps are not, like, let's take another look. Infi, you can see Infi is another large cap, Infosys, and it gave negative returns, right? So that's the reason for every strategy you need to pick right kind of stocks. And for this strategy, these are the stocks that we need to look into. We can also take a look at some random ones, Graphite, Ircon. Chances are they will give you positive returns. You can see this is 1200% returns. There was another one, Ircon. This 182%, not very impressive, but you can see like the buy and hold returns are also not very impressive for this particular stock. So for last 8 years roughly, yeah. Sammaan Capital. So this gave almost 600 plus returns, right? Percentage wise. So what you can do is you can create a watch list and add these stocks like these are all recent ones like from our list: Ircon, Graphite, Infi, SDFC, Reliance, no, because these are the large caps. LT Foods, TD Powership, Inox Wind, IFCI, CET. So all these stocks you can add in a watch list, and if you have a pro plan, premium plan of TradingView, you can add alert on the list, and you can add alert using the strategy alert function call. So basically what this does is, if any of this stock triggers a buy signal like this long signal, you will get an alert. So you don't really have to manually track any stock. You just create your watch list, add all the stocks you like based on the short list, and if any of them triggers a strategy long, then you will know about it and you can immediately act on it. So now we have covered everything: the strategy, the details, example trades, how to select the stocks, and which tools to use, and also the strategy Pine script code that you can import in TradingView and use for getting signals for this particular strategy, and also for backtesting the data and see how the strategy would have performed. I hope you like this strategy and this course. If you did, please do follow me on Skillshare and also share your review of this course. Thank you very much.